I went from a fresh max cape with nothing to 3 whole mega rares and nearly fully max gear. With the big 3 mega rares out of the way, I can start working towards something else. Something different. A Zuk helmet. Welcome to my freshly max to fully max series. This time, adding in the Grandmaster combat achievements. While tutorial skipping for an imbued heart, I decided to unlock Tazar tasks to start the Inferno grind. I had a lot of CAs locked behind here, and I had to essentially relearn the content. It has been so long. There are 12 Inferno CAs, and we only have 1 KC, which got us 3. Thankfully we had a Bofa back then, which completed the budget setup CA of no T-Bow. Now we get to sit back and enjoy the T-Bow plus Slayer Helm DPS, a significant buff. Because this is our first attempt back, I'm taking it slow and trying to not focus on CAs too much, but rather confirm that I can still get a completion. There is one CA called Nibblers Begone, which is to always kill the Nibblers ASAP so that no pillars fall before wave 67. I'm kind of working on this attempt, as it should be the easiest one by just doing Inferno normally. On the off chance it's a choice between saving the pillar or letting it die versus me, I'll focus on letting it die and getting the completion. I haven't done Zuks since Leagues, and in the main game, it's been nearly a year now. Now entering the hardest part in the Inferno, wave 57 to 63, where we have to deal with a Major, a Ranger, and a Millier. This is the most common time to plank at. My main pillar is also at a very alarmingly low HP, which is definitely not normal, even on a first attempt. Not sure where or why it lost so much HP, I guess it's just me forgetting how to do the Inferno. This is the exact scenario I was talking about. One of my pillars are about to get nibbled on, and if I want to save it, it will be suicide. Instead, this run, we're going to complete for practice and the sake of 100k Slayer XP. That is an official goodbye to our pillar. We will try again next time. The Nibblers have not been humble. I've been consistently leaking them into my main pillar, and now it was too late. Wave 61, 11:47 AM on a Tuesday. My main pillar has fallen. This was basically guaranteed death now. Yeah, I had no idea how to solve that. Even if I clicked yellow, it was just done for. It's all good, now we know what to do for next time. Focus more on Nibblers early on. Thankfully, since we have Master CAs, whenever we get assigned a Zuk Slayer task, we are assigned 2, meaning I have another chance to redeem myself. I got through wave 63, so things are looking optimistic. My pillars also have not fallen yet in this run, so we might have the CA done after all. Wave 66, 3 pillars remaining. We did it. Well, sort of. The CA doesn't complete until after we kill Zuk, so it's time to de-rust. 1 Jad down. Straight into triple Jads, which after doing all of the Jad challenges, is felt significantly easier and less stressful. And now, it was time for Zuk. No warm-ups prior, just good luck and hope we remember what to do. There are 2 ways to kill Zuk in this game. The solar method, which is typically done for first capes, where you can't use a Slayer Helm and or might have a Bofa. This would usually deal with 2 sets. Then, the method we're going to be testing, the nuclear way. A T-Bow, almost full max range, and a Slayer Helm. With this setup, we will never have to deal with 2 sets. It is significantly easier than a first cape. Usually when the set spawns on this side, it's a rougher time, because we have to tag the Major and then kill the Ranger with both of them attacking us. With my gear though, that is not needed. I can just ignore the Major and kill the Ranger first. The reason is that we can trust our Slayer Helm and T-Bow to kill the boss before the second set spawns. So as soon as the Ranger is dead, our shield still has about 30% HP, we can then tag the Major. With the Major dead, the next thing to focus on was Jad spawning at 480 HP remaining. Oh my god, that 480 HP came so fast. I didn't even notice it because I'm not used to this much DPS, but Jad spawned and I accidentally let him hit my shield. Now there were only healers to deal with and 2 full brews and 2 full restores. There wasn't much to worry about, we had this in the bag. I didn't have my quick prayers set up, so it was a little sketchier than it needed to be, but it was done. Now, because we are so strong, we just kill Zuk, nothing else to worry about. There it is, our second ever Zuk KC in this account, and the first time ever using a T-bow plus Slayer Helm. Also, Nibblers Begone CA complete. The next CA that I wanted to do was the GM time one, which is basically a full Inferno attempt without AFKing. Just making sure we're attacking things at all times. On this run though, I entered wave 57 with something interesting. There's another CA I had in the back of my mind when going for the GM time, which is the floor is lava. Basically not allowing any meleers to dig ever. Essentially, when the meleers spawn, we have to insta-kill them, or at the very least, let them attack us ASAP so that they don't dig. They will only dig if they don't hit us for X amount of seconds. This CA can theoretically be tough, but if you do enough Infernos, you eventually get a decent amount of spawns that are more than solvable, which is why I've been passively thinking about doing it during this run. Now that we're already on wave 57, we just have to go to 64 without one digging, and I will secure the CA. My wave 63 was pretty much best case scenario. I had only the major on me, and the meleer pathed straight to me. While it is possible to flick the mage a meleer, because I'm still relatively new here, for the most part, assuming we're camping high HP, it is very realistic to tank a hit from the meleer, as it is extremely inaccurate. While it can hit up to 50, it has a 23% chance of hitting through my armor. Then on top of that, they also die in only a couple hits with blowpipe plus Slayer Helm. My wave 64 was pretty easy for the sake of the CA. I was able to safe spot both meleers ASAP while praying against only the ranger. After that, it was just a matter of redoing Zuk with no stress thanks to my gear. And also, this run was 68 minutes, 3 minutes over the GM time. I realized afterwards that I had amethyst darts and amethyst arrows, and so I figured for the rest of the CAs, especially the GM time, we are going to be draining our dragon arrow / dart supply. The floor is lava CA complete. I jumped right back in, and I decided I'm not going to just do the GM time in one task, but rather I'm going to do the GM time plus Jad skip in the same task. The Jad skip CA is called Jad, what are you doing here? When Jad spawns at Zuk at 480 HP, we tag him, and instead of killing him, we continue the Zuk fight. This means that we have to continue moving with the shield and kill the healers, all while praying against Jad's every attack. I didn't think this CA sounded too bad, and I'm not sure if it was Jad hands, but I struggled more than I expected to. Watching Jad every attack while also maintaining DPS on healers was harder than expected. Oh no, he ranged and I didn't see or hear it. I had one more Zuk task stored, and I was consistently making it to wave 69. This was a great sign showing that I was getting better at PvM. Anyways, it's redemption time. This time I knew what to expect and I was going to remain calm. Realistically, I had no reason to be in a rush to tag and kill the healers. While it is annoying for Zuk to heal more, it's more annoying to redo the hour-long attempt. I just had to take my time. The last healer did an insane amount of damage on me, but it was done. Now it was just killing Zuk for the last 560 HP while flicking Jad. One hit to go, and there it is. 61 minute Inferno, GM time, plus Jad skip complete. In the meantime, I was back to tutorial skipping for another Zuk task before we attempted more. Because we still want an imbued heart, every Abbey Demon, Necro, Smoke Devil, and Araxite task, I ended up doing for the sake of Heart Chance, Slayer XP, Prayer XP, and Hard Clue Scrolls. I mean, look how many Hard Clues we have stacked. There's 21 currently waiting to be done. The hard clues that I've been getting and solving I will probably open as a celebration for when I finish my GM helm. Whether that number is 100, 300, or 500, I don't know, stay tuned. We've been grinding a lot of Slayer. Here is already 32 mil XP and still no heart. Also my Iron Man's first ever 100 mil XP skill, ranged. On my next Inferno task, we were starting the mechanically harder CAs. First up was Nibbler Chaser. The reason this CA is hard is because we can't use Barrage, which might sound small, but it's not even close to small. Every wave, if we lose 20, 50, or even 80 HP at the beginning while solving, we are able to heal up on the last 1 to 2 NPCs with Blood Barrage. Because Nibbler Chaser does not allow us to use magic spells, we can only rely on the Blowpipe spec and Brews to heal. Brews are obviously limited, and Blowpipe spec is not nearly as reliable. Because of this, we find ourselves waiting at the end of waves for more spec a lot of the time. A much longer Inferno, but better to play safe. We've shockingly made it to Zuk on our first attempt. Now, it was just a matter of not choking the easiest part of the Inferno. Oh my god, I thought he was dead. That was such a chance. After that, it was just dealing with healers and then killing Zuk. No worries of a second set. We were comfy. That is the Arceus Spellbook Nibbler Chaser CA completed. Next up, we had only 2 Inferno CAs remaining. Melee only and 50 HP. I decided to do the melee only one first, facing Jad head on too. Very important, the CA specifically says do not equip any range or mage weapons before wave 69. 69 is a Zuk wave. Honestly, I was looking forward to this one. With a scythe to hit big and a halberd to safe spot things from one tile away, the CA should theoretically be somewhat easy. We are using a Voidwaker as our main casting weapon as it has some magic accuracy, alongside the new gauntlets which help a lot with this CA. Because when we splash one Ice Barrage, the gauntlets give us double accuracy on the next one, making it significantly easier to barrage things. 3 restores, 3 brews, and 1 full Falador shield. If it wasn't for the Falador shield, I would say our supplies looks concerning, but given we have 2 charges in it, we are looking good for wave 61. I did not expect to one and done this, but it looks like I got lucky in the spawns, and now it was only a matter of killing the Jads. Both single and triple Jads are pretty much the same as range, since my halberd can safe spot and I don't have to worry about stepping in and out. Even though we can't equip a magic weapon, we can still cast Barrage as an AoE to tag the healers. 1 Jad down, 2 to go. I misclicked! You can't even make this up! You can't even make that up! I was so used to barraging after equipping my wand that my brain was just wired to click my bow to start T-bowing the Jads again. If you rewatch the clip, I don't even know if we can call this a misclick. My brain is just fried. I was so upset by that misclick that I just stopped caring and changing my prayers and kissed the floor. I was now depressed. I started recording way too late by accident, but on my next attempt we died on wave 60, which burnt me even more and I just left my PC. Things were starting to look bad. I just wanted to go back to normal Inferno. The Blood Fury charges were also being drained from this, and as an Iron Man, it's not fun or easy to get more. A couple attempts later, I had a solved wave 63. Things were looking optimistic again. We might be able to see Zuks this time. The thought of people doing this pre-Nox Halley actually blows my mind. It's very doable being able to safe spot the thing you're attacking, but if we didn't have this halberd, we would have to step out one tile whenever being attacked. That way we don't risk being meleeed. Redemption arc. I changed my left click on my T-bow to use, that way I can't equip it. Let's do this. 1 Jad down. 2 Jads down. And here we go. I've heard horror stories of people equipping T-bow after the last Jad dies, and or before the cutscene at Zuk, So to be safe, we are 100% waiting until the moving shield to equip the bow. I only have a 4-way range swap and no anguish. This Zuks DPS might actually be concerning. I'm still trusting my bow. Surely I won't get a second set and I can still ignore the major here, right? After all, the bow is worth 1.5 billion GP. It's only good to proc healers on corners, so I'm stuck waiting a bit longer than usual since I have not been hitting. 481 HP to go, all healers dead, the CA is just about complete. I actually managed to run out of run energy, which made me a bit more nervous. Due to this, I lost some ticks trying to stay with the shield, which was top priority since that was better than risking tanking a hit. Oh my god, no way. The set spawned as Zuk died. That was so close. Melee Inferno complete. Finally, one Inferno CA remaining, arguably the hardest. Wasn't even close. Kill Zuk without ever letting your hit points fall below 50. This CA sounds pretty straightforward, and to be honest, it is. It's just try to imagine you're doing the Inferno, but instead of 99 HP, you only have 49 HP. That's basically us. We lose 50 HP, we lose the CA. Some things in here can hit above 50. Some even unavoidable within the first few ticks of the spawn. This CA can get wild. I retired my Dragon Hunter wand for this CA, for the Blood Scepter. The Scepter is a bit worse for barraging DPS wise, but it allows me to heal the 108 each wave instead of 99, giving me some extra leeway. The wave 48 double blob and melee spawn. Honestly, not that bad of a spawn, as long as I start flicking the blobs ASAP. For some unknown reason, I seem to have forgotten how to click my prayers every one tick and managed to tank a couple blob hits. This of course made me panic a little more and miss more flicks, which immediately sent me under 50 HP. Yikes. This CA will probably have a couple more fails, just because it's so easy to lose 50 HP. The bright side, especially compared to failing the melee CA, is that we can still finish this kill for practice, fun, and Slayer XP. It's not a complete waste of time or unfun, since we still have our normal gear. Oh, that's a yellow click. And death. My first death to Zuks since I came back. I can't say I'm too upset, cause at least I would not have gotten the CA either way. Wave 60, insanely hard spawn for this CA. I got hit by the Major and Ranger instantly, and when moving to the other side of the pillar to breathe for exactly 0 ticks, I was met with a blob plus Nibbler on me at the same time. That's how fast we can lose 49 hit points. Next attempt, wave 63, the hardest wave. Here we go. This theoretically could have been fine. Just kill the Nibblers and then the Major and flick the blob. Except when I attack the Major, I path into the Ranger for an immediate 44, straight into misclicking the blob, killing it, spawning bloblets. The bloblets are super strong, but thankfully we have a yellow potion to click to heal us. This is okay. Oh my god! A 49 on the first hit! That is unreal. Next attempt, wave 62, almost the exact same scenario. When I run back behind the pillar, I'm going to have only the Ranger on me, plus the Nibbler once it digs. What the Nibbler doesn't know is that I've been here before. I know he's going to insta-smack me at 49. I am 112 HP. 39? And of course they are attacking me the exact same tick, so I literally cannot flick them. 40! And I clicked my brew the same tick that happened. I just barely stayed above 50 HP. He eventually disappeared, and I still had above 50 HP. This could be the run. My wave 63 spawn was okay. I had only the major on me, so I didn't have to worry about blobs, and then I just waited for the Melior to dig and started to kill it while camping high HP. I also was able to off-tick flick them after the first hit. It was guaranteed now. Zuk time with 3 full restores and 1 full brew. I also had my normal max range set up, so things are looking pretty good. It was just a matter of remaining calm, staying with the shield, and flicking jab. During healers, I am allowed to drop under 50 HP without failing the CA, I just can't tank a hit from anything afterwards. In other words, the healers don't count as real hits, but if they get me under 50 HP and I tank a hit from something else, let's say a Zuk hit that's a 0, that will fail the CA. The healers were extremely clean regardless, and we had a lot of time before the next set since it was so fast, so I just decided to brew up to 112 in case we have any accidents. It wasn't even close. 10 Zuk KC, our last Inferno CA. That put us at 539 out of 610 combat achievements. It might sound like we have a lot of combat achievements left, but the reality is, we don't. We're almost done. I'm not sure how, but I managed to avoid ever touching Sarah on this account, which is 7 free CAs right off the bat. After that, we only have a handful of categories remaining. The Colosseum CAs, Nightmare/Fasani, Tob, and the Awakened bosses / Desert Treasure 2 speed times. That is it. After that, we will have our Zuk helm. This seems like a great point to end today's video. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.